Okay, let's get personal. I am an introvert with social anxiety, which is getting worse with time. And because of that, I have a very small circle of friends and people I feel comfortable around, and nearly half of them live an ocean away. And that's why Tom is so important to me, because it is amazing how he has made it easier for me to be better around people, especially strangers. I actually started this channel as a way to start breaking a little bit my struggles, because it somehow forces me to interact and connect with people, even if like this from distance, which is something I already do in Tom's socials. But this is a little bit more about me than him, I suppose. Anyway, everybody has a different relationship with the place they live. For some, it is barely a place they go to sleep, and for many others like myself, it's where most of the time is spent. So while I cannot talk about the meaning of the house for everybody else, I sure can share a bit why it matters to me. This is where I work. This is where I do things for fun. This is where I work on projects from start to finish. This is not only where I reside, this is where I actually live. Sure, I do go out, and sure, I do meet and greet people, and sure, occasionally I engage in social things. I'm not talking about passive interactions like going to the movies or concert or something. I'm talking about, face-to-face interactions. But every time I have to actually interact with people, especially new people, I always feel kind of nude, exposed, terribly uncomfortable, and it always takes a big effort for me to act as if I'm comfortable as anyone should be. And the longer I stay away from home, the more exhausting it is. And all this long intro is just to say why I value so much the place I live, and why I have such a good relationship with house and home, with this, with this surrounding, with this environment, why this matters, why this is important to me. And it's not only about feeling safe. I do like feeling comfortable at home. The comfort for me is about being safe, of course, but it is also about being restful, being mindful, being peaceful, and also being sane. It's not about having the biggest house or, the most expensive items. It's not about that. It's about being surrounded by things I like, things that I was fortunate enough to gather around time, things that I have from friends and from dear people. When someone comes here, they don't see objects that were randomly brought into this place. Okay, some were actually, but that's a whole other thing, okay? Also, people don't see things that were acquired just because they are trendy or fashionable, Rather, most of what there is to see here has a bit of my own story, and most things bring me back, moments and people I care for. Sure, not everything here communicates with everybody else because everybody has their own story, but these things here help me bring that home feeling regardless where in the world I am and no matter for how long, because I have been moving around for nearly 20 years, and regardless if I am in here or Lima or London or my hometown, Brasilia, I always feel home when I am in the place I'm living because I am surrounded by things that are home to me. So it's not only about the place or space, it's about feelings, it's about your relationship with what you are surrounded by. So yeah, so this is my relationship with the place I live. As always, thank you for joining us. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, wait. Okay.